What kind of leaders does contemporary society demand? How will future problems demand different leadership styles?
Well, different leadership styles. Future problems will demand different leadership styles. One is because in order to keep up with today, you got to be technologically savvy. And, you know, my style of leadership is often slow because I still write, you know, with a pen and pencil. And I'm just learning to use the text, you know, thing. And as the campaign of Obama has shown us, you know, in order to connect with masses of young people, you've got to be technologically savvy. So I think that's one thing. And media, you know, how do you negotiate media? And there's so much of it. And it's often difficult to communicate truth through a vehicle or medium of deception. And so you've got to always be thinking about these kinds of things, you know. I guess the radio had its same challenges, and television, and now digital technology, XM, or satellite. And quite frankly, whoever can master that style and yet maintain a sense of integrity will begin to emerge as the leadership of the future.
Well, as a society, how can we foster, how can we create leaders of the future? Or perhaps the question is, can we create them?
I don't think you can create them, but what you can do is instill in them the qualities of leadership, hopefully. And the only way I can answer that question is by telling you what happened to me. If there is a sense that I am in some ways defined as a leader, it is because I was influenced, maybe directly, but certainly indirectly, by leaders. See, my father was a leader. He didn't lead anything but his family. Bessie Jackson, Charles Wesley Shipman, Dr. Mays, Lawrence Neal Jones, Samuel Proctor, Gardner Calvin Taylor. And the exposure to this and the dedication to the race, maybe I'm a race man, was what helped to produce. It had to be the same for Dr. King. I'm in no way comparing myself to Dr. King. But I mean, he used to sit around in his father's living room and meet all of these great preachers and leaders and who crossed paths in Atlanta. Went to Morehouse, Dr. Mays. So if we want to, because we never know whom God will select to rise up out of the group to become the preeminent, but if we want to, we have to work on developing character. Martin King said we should be judged by, not by the color of our skin, but by the content of our character. Now, what is character? It's the avoidance of luxury. It is developing the capacity to endure, to hang in there. It is nurturing a love for beauty, not just the superficial main, but the deep qualities of the human soul. And it is having a concern for courtesy. Thank you, Mr. Bond. You know, it's been wonderful to be with you. And I've appreciated the attendance of all of these wonderful technicians. You'd be surprised when that character is exuded and followed by the second point of education, which is to increase our knowledge. Why? Anybody could be a leader.